Okay, so let's learn how to fly a quad. So at the top right, I want you to see a few things. There's some stuff on the screen I want you to look at. So at the top right, you see HRZN. That's horizon for horizon mode. That there's acro mode, but we're going to fly in horizon mode. So acro mode gives you full control of the movement of the quad. But if you put any input to the left or right, it's going to continue in that direction. Versus in horizon mode, if you put some input to left or right, it's going to come back to center once you let go of the sticks. In the center, you see the voltage of the battery, so it's right now at 4.2 volts. Of course, over to the right, you have your speed and your altimeter if you want to know that. And then at the bottom is what I want you to look at right now. Those are my stick inputs. So to the left, this is my horizon. So correction, we're in horizon mode, but this is my throttle. It's in my horizon. Anyway, this is my throttle over here. And this left stick controls the altitude of the drone. You push it up, it's going to go up. The motors are going to spin faster and it's going to go up. You bring it down, the motors are going to spin slower and it's going to start to come down. If I move it to the left, it's going to yaw left. So this is yaw, Y-A-W, yaw. And consider this like saying no. If you say no, you move your head left or right. This is what it is: left, right, left, right. So the quad is going to move like that: left, right, left, right. Okay. To the right, this is your roll to the right, roll to the left, and your pitch. Pitch means to flip forward or look down. So it's like saying yes and no. So to say yes, is up and down. So your quad is like going up and down. This is saying no, yes, no. Yaw, pitch, yaw, pitch. And then of course your roll is that your whole head would turn to the left or right, like a cat or a dog would do when you make a funny sound. They turn their head to the side. It's like that. So you have your left and right that way. Those are the movements of it. So I'm going to show you them, then I'm going to come back and show you how to get used to them. Okay, so in acro mode, that's where I want to fly. Good. So my yaw, they say it's saying no, I don't want it, no, no. Up and down is pitch, yes. Okay, no, yes. That's one way to think about it. I don't know if it works all the time, but just to understand the movement. So your yaw with your left stick, your left hand is going to be yaw, left and right. Your right hand is going to be pitch, up and down. Now roll is turning the whole thing left or right. So you're tilting your head to the left or the right. Okay, tilt to the right, left, right, left, right. So these are your movements. And your throttle, of course, if I drop throttle, it drops. If I push the throttle up, it goes up. So down, up, down, up. These are the moves that you're going to get used to. So once you get used to understanding what does what, that's the first step. The second thing I want you to do, when you start to fly, you're going to fly in horizon mode. And what this does is that when you do a roll and you let the stick go, it's going to come back to center. The quad itself is going to come back. So anything with pitch forward or back, it's going to come back to center. But you have more control with your left stick. So if I go to my right and I let it go, it's going to level back out. Left, it's going to level up by itself. I'm not touching it. Once I push it forward, I let it go, it's going to come back. Back, let it go, it's going to come back. So this is horizon. It's going to stay level with the horizon. Over to the left is what we're going to work on. This is your throttle. So you're going to do your throttle up, and you want to fly a little above the ground, especially if this is your first time flying. Do not put your goggles on. You would just do this. Notice that it's hovering. I'm not touching the ground. It looks like I'm sitting on the ground, but I'm not. So while you're in horizon mode, you're going to find a space where it's called ground effect. So you're so close to the ground that the air is moving and circulating in a certain way that, so you just move forward so you can see that it's just going to hover. Just my throttle is up a little bit. If I want to turn to my left or look to my left, it's doing that. I look to my left. That's my yaw. I yaw to the right. Yaw to the left. And so as you are doing this for your first time with no goggles on, you're looking at your quad in front of you, you raise it off the ground in horizon mode, you finally get this ground effect, and then you practice just left, right, just your left, your right, your left, your right. Okay, so you're going to get used to that. Then you're going to try to do this a bit. I call it the bunny hop, which is going to come in very handy. Don't slam your quad on the ground. So you're going to go up and then drop. So as you see, I go up and I drop my throttle, but I catch it before it hit the ground. So up. This is called your throttle control or throttle management. This is very important. Notice I have not touched my right stick as yet. I'm just working on yaw and throttle, just to get used to that, get your muscle memory onto this part, whereas it's becoming easier to fly this thing. And this could come in very handy with tricks, especially this throttle control right here. No matter how high I go, I know where the ground is and I could stop myself. Okay, don't be afraid to do these little minute movements like this. You see the throttle is just up and down, up and down. That's quite okay. That's okay. It's not always big movements, and that's an issue that you have as a newbie, is that you always want to put in a lot of stick inputs. But if you get practice to these small movements here, these micro movements, this trains the muscles in your arms and your fingers to get used to this and to get yourself out of situations quickly. So whilst my throttle is up, I can turn left, I can turn right, up, left, right, come it down, left, right, catch myself. Okay, so we want to get used to this first. This is the first step. This is all I want you to do. Step 1 in learning how to fly FPV. This is it right here. And you would do this line of sight. In other words, no goggles on. You just have your quad on the ground. You're looking at your quad and you're just watching it move. That's it.